Hybridmaster 47 here, and welcome back to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. Alright, so, what is today? Today's the day. You know what? Today is the day. I don't care what anyone says. I don't know what I'm saying, but I got nothing, done on Duke, through episodes, because I didn't get the time. I just haven't had the time the past few days. Me and my dad are working on a car to take to a car show, and so I got nothing done. So, you know. Anyway. So, hello everyone in the chat. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing... I need 4. So I just need, So yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I'm just going to finish these symbols up a little bit. Alright. Have I been to Kings Island in Ohio? I was somewhere in Ohio one time for a car show. I assume that's what you're referencing, or something like that. I realize this is not going as planned. I was somewhere in Ohio for car shows. Of course, this was a couple years ago, or quite a few years ago. I was in, what, 4th grade? Probably. Would I have been in 5th? I don't know. I remember the day before we left, we were watching the animated movie Home on the Range. I absolutely love that movie. With a passion. So I think I'm building this too close. Theme park, Kings Island. It's pretty cool. So basically there are... Oh, wait. Duke's foot needs to be all the way over here. Whew, okay. And just to show we've got literally nothing done, yeah. Second Duke is still over there. Oh. Home on the Range. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it was a good movie, though, I thought. I thought it was okay. I still don't know how the movie ends. The weird thing. Because when we were watching it, we were almost done with the movie. But I'm not going to spoil anything for people who haven't seen the movie, but we're like maybe 10, 15 minutes from the end, and I got called out because we had to travel like 5 hours to Ohio. It was fun. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool to find out. Alright, so we are, so yeah, we're just working on Duke here. And I'm thinking, I mean, like, really think about it. We're almost done with this. Or at least this center stage. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are very close to being done with the center stage. Granted, we still have a lot of stuff to put on stage, but hello, Blue Foxy. 1, 2, 3. Why is that there? That should be up there. Alright. So, I am planning a very interesting plan that's not probably going to happen until next year. But I'm planning it. Still in development, but I am planning something pretty fun. And you guys don't get to know what that is yet until it is developed more. But I will see what will happen on that half. So, oh, that's pretty cool. 5 times. Good on Mario Kart. Sure, crazy. Just give me like 5. Let me finish this symbol. Let me actually build something this episode, and then we could goof off for the next 2 hours. You all know it's true. I don't want to hear it. That's how every video of mine goes. We build a little bit, and then we usually take like 30 minutes to finish it. But I do want to address something that I thought was pretty interesting. So Blue Foxy over here released a video. Yeah, last night was it? It was probably last night. So it was last night. Blue Foxy released a video, and I thought it was very interesting. It was how there was a picture of. He found a picture of. It was a black and white image of Wolfpack 5 mascot costumes. And, like, probably from Showbiz, if not some, like, third-party source to Showbiz, but, and, I was going to, say everything in the comments, but I just figured I could get it out faster, in person. So, I do want to address that. So, my theory, at least, on that, I'm not a expert on any of this. Oh, this needed to be back more, didn't it? Oh, no, wait. It should be good. Where it is. Anyway, so, I need to fix this. So, yeah, last night, I was, messing with things. I was trying to fix something, actually. Didn't get it working. But, I seen Blue Foxy released a video, and so I looked at it, and there were these pictures of. It was a kid, looked like in an inflatable maze or something, with. I think it was a wolfman mascot costume and a beach bear mascot costume, but there was. He said he found no evidence of there being any other characters' mascot costumes. And I have a theory as to why. It was just those characters and not any other characters. So my theory, and probably the correct answer, but I couldn't tell you for sure. This is my theory and probably what actually happened. So, the Wolfpack 5 was taken to Showbiz and they were only going to be there for a short while until Aaron Fector finished building the Rockfire Explosion. Now, he knew the Wolfpack 5 was not going to be permanent at that location, but something still had to be added that were that would be needed for both shows, like mascot costumes, for instance. Now, I'm gonna turn on my fan. It's kind of hot in here. Now, I could imagine that the mascot costume, like the Billy Bob walk-around costume, and how later the videos that you could find on the stage had mascot costumes in them. I can imagine those might have been early works of costumes, like prototypes, kind of. And, or, like, either that or they knew they were going to switch over the Wolfpack 5 to the Rockfire, so they just built two characters to begin with. Or that could be some third-party, like, I don't know, people in Japan could have made the costumes, because one Wolfpack 5 show actually went out to Japan at some point. So, and what happened to the costumes? They were probably lost to time. If they were probably lost, probably destroyed at some point, or Aaron Fector still has them in, somehow still has them in creative engineering, and he might find them, but I doubt that one. So, wish I could visit Japan. Japan sounds like a good idea until you try to speak Japanese and you have no idea what you're saying, and you just offend everybody. I've come up with a solution to that. Every time somebody says something to you I completely forgot. Somebody says something to you in Chinese, you just go, ah, yeah, you too, buddy. Works every time. It works every time. Actually, somewhere in Japan was actually rumored what happened to the Confederate critters. But, yeah, but it works every time. Seriously, I went down to a Chinese buffet, okay, and the guy, I guess, either he was speaking English and I just couldn't understand him, or he was speaking, like, some form of Chinese or Asian language. So I just go, yeah, you too, buddy. And he just looked at me so confused. He's like, oh, right this way. And I probably should have been shot on sight. But that's not the point. The point is, I communicated with a Chinese guy. Don't try this, please. Please do not try this in the real world. Oh, God. I'm gonna get sued. Yeah, but trust me, it works. I've tried it. It works. So. Like, that could be insulting you. Or wait, no, that one. They could be like, oh, I need to grab them up. It's just like, yeah, you too, buddy. It's like, what the? You'd never be taken seriously in that Chinese buffet. And the best part was, the waiter. The waiter at the end was just like, and he said, he was like, okay, here's your, and you know how they always speak with like a certain way. You can always, you know, you always tell if, you know, if English is a person's second language because they speak a little bit of broken English. So the waiter had like that accent. He's like, oh, you, here your check. You have good day, or here your check. You know, and we were like, oh yeah, thank you. And he said, oh, you too. And I just wonder if he thought the same thing. Because, like, maybe they can't understand us either. And so they have to. It makes more sense in my head than it did saying out loud. But crazy, I do have a job for you wherever you went. This Duke back here behind. This Duke. The one behind. I'm gonna need you to get rid of that one without getting rid of anything else, preferably. Oh God, Lord have mercy on my stage. I can help out a little bit. So yeah. Don't try that in real life, please. For any reason, don't try that. Okay, so I think we're gonna move Beach Bear up a bit. Because the Rock of Fire Sun's roughly gonna go about. Actually, Beach Bear should be good where he is. I hear explosions. I'd appreciate if you don't do that on the arms. You could do that for the rest of the animatronic. Just don't do it on the arms. Because actual Duke is right there. And I don't know where I placed a structure block. And if I did put another structure block, you know. So, okay, so time to work on the other symbol. So the other symbol is on this side of the, actually starts on this side of the, let me get a picture. So this symbol right here actually starts on this side of the bass drum, and it like goes diagonal up so that he can just swing his arm over and that symbol. So in theory he'd go, but you know, they never implemented that. I don't know why, but they would have gotten so much more business, I think. But you know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All right, so let's see here. Ah, 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 ah. A little sleepy today. I don't know why I didn't do anything. Well, that's a lie. I'll be sleeping good tonight. Yep. So there might be a stream right after this one because I tried to live stream yesterday on PC, but that didn't work. It wasn't uh, a human error. It was just, well, it wasn't a computer error. It was the fact my dad came home at that moment. I was like, ah, crap. Holy crap. I just turned my back for like 5 seconds. Duke's already pieces. So, yeah, I try to keep it I try to keep it from my parents because, or my YouTube life, because they're not the types of people who would really, um, aren't big fans if I'm out there on the horrible internet, you know, talking to strangers. So, you know, I try not to worry too much. That's why I haven't introduced YouTube to. That's why I haven't introduced anybody on my. That's why I haven't been like, everyone, this is my mom, and then, yeah, she had been able to actually talk, which, granted, uh, yeah. Yep. Ugh. Ugh, I'm getting a bit of indigestion, I think. Whoopee. Last person I remember who thought it was indigestion was Davy Jones. Look what happened to him. Anyway. Alright. So we gotta do this very carefully here. Alright. We're doing this like a 3D printer, guys, because I don't know. For once in my life, I don't know why I'm doing this. Alright. So yeah, we'll finish Duke's drum kit this episode. We'll finish this drum kit and probably the platform this episode. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'd like to get the sun and the moon. Huh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Now I'm yawning. Great. But I'd like to get the sun and the moon on stage today. Let's see. And that should be all. I'll probably fill in the stage afterwards because really, by show of hands that I can't see, I don't think a lot of people would want to see me fill in, like to see me fill in wool for the whole episode. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have built this more wrong. Huh. Can I get real deep? I recently, alright, a previous, I think, well, the eBay thing is like a former like Chuck E. Cheese thing popped up on eBay like not too long ago, and it's like an auction. It's $21,000, but it's got like it has almost a full Rockfire show, which is you could tell the people who are selling it didn't do their history homework on Chuck E. Cheese and the Rockfire explosion. It's got like Duke, Billy Bob, Rolf. No, it doesn't have Rolf and Earl. It has Duke, Billy Bob. It has a Fats and a Mitzi, I think. That's it. Well, that's a theory I could do for that, but I don't want to spend too much time doing like detail. Like if I spend a lot of I spent most of the detail so far on the characters and their props, like Fats's organ, for example. Like that's a really detailed thing. People are gonna look at that a lot. The animatronics themselves, people are gonna look at those. They're the main things. Not barely anybody's gonna go over to the floor and be like, "Oh yeah, that's really detailed." Like, and from a distant, like the distance that we're gonna have to view this thing at is it there's really no detail there to be viewed from the distance we need to view this thing at. But oh, thank you. Keep. I try. That's all I have to say. I try. But I think I could have done a little bit better on the spacing for the lights and these sticky addy things. I don't even know what those are for. Like, does anyone really know what those are for? The sticky addy bits? Or are they just there? I think the light spacing could have been done a little bit better. I'm really happy how this turned out. Actually, that's gotta go, but I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. Alright, so there is that done. So, let's do smooth stone, because I see a little thing around there. I don't know. Crazy? Oh, sweet baby rays. That's good stuff. Oh, I hate watching it every time. I hate it. I hate watching it. I see a big line of TNT suspended over like 2 blocks. I'm like, what? Huh? Just like, what? What? Alright. So we're gonna do this one. Pretty much the same as this. We're gonna go the same distance, which, how many blocks is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. That's 11 blocks, holy crap. Oh, shoot. But yeah, there's anyway, like I was saying, there's a full, pretty much, almost a full show of animatronics on eBay. I have room. I just don't have $21,000. That's a lie. I don't have a lot of room, but I have enough room. That's not what counts. Yeah, crazy. Just make sure you fill in that hole on the ground, please. Just give me that favor. I hate watching TNT explode. I've had so many bad memories with TNT in Minecraft, and I realize this symbol is gonna have to be over closer, which begs the question: are both gonna have to be closer? think about this pack. Okay, so this is gonna have to be closer. Huh. Okay. Uh. Okay. It's about 80% of what every video is. I just try to figure out what the heck I need to do to build this. Okay, this is gonna be 5 away. I have to admit, Crazy, I feel a lot less tense when you do TNT. I have to admit, though. I have 1 helper. I'm not gonna need 2 helpers. Yeah, not this video, cause, well, I say I'm gonna put in my all this episode. Yeah, Crazy, could you just fix the spots in the ground? Just my OCD at this point. Really, it's bugging me on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna push my all this episode to figure out where everything needs to go for this to get built. No harm done. Well, just turn around. All Duke's cylinders in the back here are just gone. Just like, why? Alright. Alright, so I think I'm gonna push my all. If we get the whole stage done this episode, I will invite you, but just because I gonna need a little bit of help placing all that carpet in. And yes, we're placing it because commands aren't gonna do much at this size of a build. Looks like actually kind of 2 pancakes. Anyway. Alright. Oh, the best part. The best friend forever. Best friend forever. Ring, or whatever it was from SpongeBob. Okay. So, Crazy, I'm gonna have you, as soon as you're done, build up that symbol. Just how the other one was. I have no idea. That's a lot of typos, I'm sorry, but what the... What? You're crazy. This is probably the one thing I'm going to let you build without my approval here on this stage. This symbol and the stand going down to connect it. See, Duke's on kind of the very edge of the platform. Which, when you look at it, the platform's really not big at all. So, the only thing I gotta do... yeah. The only thing I gotta do is get, the stage rounded off in the corners, which, that shouldn't be too difficult. That shouldn't be difficult at all, actually. You should build... Make it big. Yeah. I mean, this one so far might look like the one from real life. I just don't know. I mean, so far, it's not that... It looks pretty realistic, in my opinion, at least. It looks pretty decently realistic so far. So, Duke is... Okay, let me put... Okay. It doesn't look blocky. Well, that's your problem. Anything you build in Minecraft is going to look blocky. It's kind of why the whole pixel art thing started. That's just the only problem with Minecraft. Like, if you want to make something not look blocky, just model it in Blender or something. But, yeah. I don't know where Duke's body shell actually goes on here. And doesn't look... Well, that's kind of the plan of how this is going to go. We're going to just... Well, you can't really zoom out at the whole thing. That's one thing also, like, if I build this too big, like, and I zoom out, I'm not going to be able to see the whole thing, like, at all. I'm not going to be able to see the whole thing. Because Minecraft, like, the game itself, screwed up my render distance. Okay. One day, though, guys, on this channel, there will be a restoration of some kind of some animatronic on this channel. One day. Just, you know, not today, because... Oh my gosh, I feel like a huge idiot. Crap. That's fine, that's fine, we'll fix it. I mean, we won't fix it, but we'll make do, crap. Well, I screwed up. Okay, Crazy, keep in mind where the edge of the thing is. Oh, that is way too angled. Oh, that is way too far angled. Okay, Crazy, I'll work on the stand. You get the symbol in. So we're gonna angle it. It's not actually as far angled as what you think. Okay, we're gonna angle this threes, in groups of threes. Well, let me take a step back and look at it. That still might be too much. Okay, there's still some bits from the mech still lingering, so I'll let Crazy work on that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna trust Crazy's judgment here, because that's something I don't do a lot, is trust people's judgment on how things should be built, should and should not be built. Crap. Okay, so I think what I messed up, that symbol has to be moved over a lot. See, I was looking at... See, what I'm using to build this Duke, at least this Duke, is a picture of one that Aaron Fector himself posted, where he sold a Duke animatronic mech. And it was like, it wasn't on eBay though, it was on like, it was like a website he made. The thing sold for like $12,000, like 14,000 or like 13,000 or something. But anyway, I'm using that because it also has a picture of what the platform looks like. So, you can see why I'm using that. Okay, so what I didn't see was, I couldn't see these stands. I was using the picture inside Showbiz Pizza Place, of what it would have looked like inside Showbiz Pizza Place. So, and in Showbiz, So, I and in showbiz they have flowers right here in front of this right here, behind Choo Choo on Duke's stand, in front of these, like in between in this gap right here. They have like fake flowers. So the only problem was you can't see the mech stand or the sorry, not the symbol stands with the flowers in the way. So I go on I find a picture of the Duke that Aaron Fector was selling, and here the symbol is or the stand is in the wrong or no. No, it isn't. Wait, what am I saying? I think it needs to be over just a hair, but we're gonna make do with it because I don't want to remove it. So, the real big problem about mechs and endoskeletons, uh, three things about that one. One, these are not endoskeletons by a long shot. They're similar, but they are called mechs. All right. Two, endoskeleton was not was created a word created by Scott Cawthon back in 2014 when Five Nights at Freddy's came out. Speaking of which, this August I think Five Nights at Freddy's will be 8 years old. Yeah, I feel old. So I will probably be playing I would probably be playing the first game on that day. So what else? And three, the difference between a mech and an endoskeleton. Yes, a mech is a skeleton of sorts, but it really, like, if you split the two words, endo and skeleton. No, you couldn't call them endomechs either, because the word endo means robot. These are not robots. These are frames of metal with cylinders attached to them. Are you serious? Oh, God. Well, that's just great. Okay. If only I was there to do something that day. I wish I was. Like, honestly, I wish I was, but... I had no idea what the heck happened that day. It was... So anyway, yeah. So, but in Five Nights at Freddy's, technically the characters are... They are robots. Because they have, like, servos and, wires in them. These things have none of the above. These things have air cylinders and air lines. There is nothing in here that would remotely... You couldn't call this thing a robot if you tried. Because there's nothing in these things that is robotic. Like, it all happens outside of the character. Whereas... You kind of have to... Yes, but what all controls the animatronic is not inside of it. It doesn't have a computer chip, or it doesn't have a motherboard sending signals through inside the character. This is all outside on tape decks. Because, yes, the Mac valves will be built, probably next episode, now that I think about it. If we really hammer down on getting this stage done this episode, we might build the center stage Mac valves tomorrow. But it doesn't trigger me when people say, like, endos or mechs or everything in between. That doesn't trigger me. What does trigger me when people, like, I had a kid, okay? I had a kid I met, he was 9 years old. Alright? This is a story. by the way. The true story. So this kid wanted me to join an SMP he had. So, okay. I decided. I told this story before, but still. I decided, yeah, sure. I'll do it one time. Because I thought the kid knew me from YouTube. That was my first thought. I thought, oh crap, he knows me from YouTube. Time to hide. Dig a hole and hide in it. That wasn't the case. He had no idea who I was. More times, it's better like that than it isn't. So it was me, him, and another kid. Alright, long story short, they all got in a big argument, and it was only me and the other kid. And the kid who invited me. So I said, well, do you want to check something out? And he's like, sure. And so I showed him this world. I showed him this. I tried to give him a history lesson here. God forbid I do that again, but he said, oh, he said, oh, so this is Five Nights at Freddy's in real life. And I was like, no, this is what inspired Five Nights at Freddy's. And he's like, oh, okay, well, if this did, how did these things move off the stage? How did these things get off the stage and get you? And I said, oh, no, these things are bolted on, so they couldn't move whether you wanted to or not. He's like, oh, okay. So, I could tell he had no idea what I was talking about, which was absolutely kind of hilarious, but I was getting triggered by it because... And then, I'm showing all these cool things. He's like, wow, you're a cool builder. Do you have any Five Nights at Freddy's things on this world? So I showed him the original diner, the first thing we built. He's like, oh, that's cool. Anything else? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, I think I'm gonna get off the world because and it's like, what? I have all these giant builds of animatronics that, well, I wouldn't say that were actually real, and this kid thought Five Nights at Freddy's could really happen, which I suppose in about a few years when robots start walking around, I suppose it wouldn't be far from that truth. But I was like, my God, I never got that kid back on here, and I never went back on that world, so... Mike, I think we're going to do this as we're going to buckle down, get the stage. If we begin outlining the stage and filling it in, I'll get other people on, because I'm going to need a lot more people, because it's a bigger project. But yeah. Because, we got a giant thing to cover, so... Okay, so the weird thing about Duke is I always thought he was on the seat. Apparently he isn't. But the way his body shell curves, his body shell is touching the seat. And with all the... I just stubbed my toe when I was... And I didn't feel pain. Okay. But, yeah, Duke isn't on the seat. He's right in front of the seat. Or right behind the seat. So that when his body shell and cosmetics are on, it looks like he's on the seat. But it's done in such a way that it's actually really clever how it was done. If I do say so myself. Like, that's very, it's very clever how it was pulled off. At least I think it was, so. So yeah. And that's part of the reason I don't give free tours on this world, because like any like 9-year-old could want a tour of this thing and think everything is Five Nights at Freddy's. Which it is. I have nothing against Five Nights at Freddy's. I love the game to death. In fact, one day I think of building giant animatronic characters from the game. Maybe. Maybe one day. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe, actually. Maybe, but... there are about 3 versions of Dingo out there. 4 versions of Dingo out there. There's IAAPA 1, or IAAPA 1978, IAAPA 1979, the version in Showbiz Pete's Place, and then the one that got sold to Asia, somewhere in Asia, back in the 70s. So there's about 3 different versions there. There's probably one more, but you know, I'm not gonna. I don't do my research enough. I don't do enough research. I do research, but only on projects I need to know about. Yeah, so that's why I don't give tours to people. Yet, at least. I may give a tour one day to a lucky subscriber. Might do a random draw on like Discord or something like. Yeah. Actually, I think that might be a cool thing to do for like 400 subscribers. Like every 50 subscribers until we hit 1,000, I give a tour to one lucky person in the Discord server. Like a full-fledged tour of everything. Actually, I think that's a very good idea. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that's a very, I think that's a cool idea. I think we're gonna try that one time. So, if you guys want to be, if you guys would like a tour of this world, you know, join that Discord server. You might be lucky. Bill, no. Yeah, well, Mike, you're still technically on the Discord server. Like, I was... Like, it still says you're on the server, you're just offline. So, I mean, I guess that would count. So, yeah, if you guys want to be, maybe be picked for a a tour. I'm not allowed on that. If anything, YouTube's more dangerous. Have you tried joining? No, I'm kidding. Reddit's more dangerous than Discord. Have you tried joining any Five Nights at Freddy's ones? Oh god, it's terrible. It's like everyone's arguing about the same thing. It's just stop. Well, it just says you're offline for me, so it still counts. Just don't tell nobody. And if anything, Mike, just make a new Discord. just do it. I'm gonna get my Discord, like, count band watch. If anything, I'm actually kind of impressed that Discord actually, like, took... Have I? No, I haven't met him. Oh, never mind, wrong person. Don't do it! It's not worth it! Oh, God. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna... I think we're gonna do that. So, that gives one more reason for you guys to hit the subscribe button, you know. If you guys want me to give a tour to some lucky... to a lucky person in my Discord server, click that subscribe button. We're almost there. Wink. And we'll do it all on video, too, so it's even better. Alright, so I need to do the math here. Let's see, it'd be 5 across, 3, so 8, 10, 11. Okay, so it's 11 at the farthest point. 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14 away from... Okay, where these two meet? That was... I still don't know what started that the other day. I've got at least Deadbird's perspective of what happened. Like, I have I have no idea. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. Yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, if I did the math right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm just trying to round at the edge of the platform because that's pretty much the only thing. Start. Yeah, I've heard that part. And alright, so we round the corners off here. And believe it or not, that's actually about the size of the actual platform. It looks like a square that maybe got dented by a karate chop. From a bird's eye view, of course. Looks like a angel food cake, kind of. The bakers, anybody in the baking community will understand everything I kind of just said. But anybody who doesn't bake will not get that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I went back on the whole conversation. I'm like, what? It was about the stupidest argument I'd ever seen. And the worst part about that was the fact I wasn't there to stop it. So it made the whole Discord server look bad on my half, that if an incident like this should ever happen again, it would kind of give the impression that, you know, it would go under. Oh! That's actually kind of funny. In a weird sense. Yeah, everyone was, like, getting harassed there. I don't even know. Deadbird flipped everything. Crazy, you left for, like, a short few minutes? Oh, we don't swear. I don't swear. So we're good. Everyone started losing everything. Crap hit the fan. It was... oh my god, it was bad. What? Oh. So it was... safe to be told, nothing will ever happen like that again. I have moderators. I have moderators now. So everyone be a little careful with what you say. You're gonna give yourself away. And odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Why am I quoting that song? So that's a Rockfire show. Well, that's a Rockfire show reference right there. Crazy, I just haven't gotten around to doing that. I don't have time to mess around with stuff like that. Might just make another account. I won't tell nobody. We won't tell anybody. Alright. Oh, God. So if anyone works around cars, I'm just gonna tell a little story here, just to keep the pass the time a little bit, instead of it just being me placing blocks for 20 minutes. Uh, the bad thing is, that's what it's gonna have to look. Angle the whole thing, just. Uh, we're gonna have to angle the whole thing. See, what the actual one does look like is it's like it might be connected to the bass drum with it could be connected, it's like right against it. But the whole thing is bent except for this top bit at an angle. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. We'll do groups of 7. 5, 6, 7. Crazy, it's not as bad as the time we built Duke on the original stage. 5, 6, 6, 7. Because trust me, we had like an hour and a half's worth of work there, and then I was unhappy with it, so I was just like, we'll try again. Oh, my God, that was a fun day. I'll tell you that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And where is the? All right, that's exactly the ground right there. Bad part is, the snare is what's taking up all the room here, but we can't do anything about that because it's where it needs to be as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna get the struts up for this stage so we can, or for this platform so we could finally not put a roof on, but I'm gonna put like what it actually does look like. So yep. So anyway, my story, what I wanted to tell. So, does anyone here work with cars in this, like, in IRL? Does anyone work with, like, any kind of cars, like, or know what car stuff looks like? Because, if you do, this joke is, kind of for you guys. So, apparently, transmission fluid, okay? It looks like blood. Okay, transmission fluid looks like blood, but it's not like... It doesn't have a very deep color. It's just kind of like a... It's a weird color, to say the least. It's a very weird color. It looks like blood if you don't have very good light on it, but... If you actually look at it closely, it looks off enough that you can tell. Anyway, so I was helping my dad fix up a car. It's a classic car for a car show, and which the car show is like next Sunday. So I don't know how we're okay. So anyway, my dad and I are ripping out the transmission for it because we need to put a part in there that we can't get to without taking the transmission off. Alright, fair enough. Oh, it's an automatic, by the way. So it doesn't have all, like, the clutch and everything. So we get the transmission out. Alright. And we didn't have enough room under between the car and the So we had it up on like a transmission jack, which is just like, which is like a normal car jack, but just it has like a, it's like a square. That's the best way I can describe it. As it has like a square plate, and that's what your transmission rests on. So anyway, we didn't have enough room to get that out between the tires. So, you know, my dad's messing with it, and he's getting mad at it, so he's starting to swear at it. And, you know, if he would have just, you know, took his time, he wouldn't have had all the problems. But I'll give him that one. I was ready to be done for the day, too. So, we did get it out, though. So, we're spilling transmission fluid on all over the floor. We spilt about a gallon, probably. Well, he spilt about a gallon. I had nothing to do with it, and I was being yelled at for I don't know why. But that's not the important bit. Alright, that's not the important part of everything. So by the time we're done, then, you know, we got it out from underneath the car. Okay? And it's sitting there right beside the car. My dad said, okay, so how about we move the front tire jack that it was sitting on, so that, and we turned it so that we could get the transmission in, and we're gonna finish that tomorrow, so that's fun. Alright, so there's about a gallon of transmission fluid on the ground, so it looks like somebody just got murdered. Alright, fair enough. So we got it out, and my dad moved the thing, and I heard him go, ow! Well, here I think he like pinched something on his knee, like his skin on his knee. Crazy, that's about the best we're gonna have to have it. So. Well, if we build this part angled, the foot's gonna be off. The foot isn't gonna look like a shoe. This is actually diagonal how you built it, Crazy. But if we build it diagonal, it's not gonna look shoey. That didn't make any sense, but it's not gonna look like it does on the actual stage. It's not gonna look like a shoe. It's gonna look like pretty bad. But anyway, so we have about a gallon of transmission fluid. I hear my dad go, ow. So he like pinched his knee or something, like the skin on his knee got pinched between like the jack and the floor. I'm like, you okay? So he stands up, and there's, well, it wasn't very well illuminated, but I could see what looked like blood, like running down his leg. He's like, oh, something just cut me. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I just quickly ran over and got the first aid kit. And he's wiping it up with a towel. And he's like, here. And he puts his knee up on a chair, and, you know, I looked down at it. I didn't see the cut, but it wasn't real well lit, so it was probably there. And I look up at him, I'm like, I don't see anything, and he's smiling, he's just like, keep looking. So I was wondering why the heck he was smiling at this, because, you know, it looked like blood was gushing from his knee, pretty bad. So I'm looking down at it, and I hear him starting to laugh. And I'm like, why are you laughing? You just got your knee split open. And I looked at him, and he's laughing, and he's just like, it's transmission fluid. And I about wanted to kill him at that moment. So that's the last time I'm going to help my dad if he starts bleeding. I'm kidding. Maybe. But, Crazy, we'll work with this. I don't think I'm going to have it angled, though. Because it's just going to cause us more headache if it is when it's done. We'll see, though. We're not going to get it done, of course, because if you could get the kick drum pedal in, And then we have the outline. Okay, I think I'm going to end the episode because I did want to get out what I was going to stream yesterday out today. So, I think I'm going to end it. This will be filled in next episode. By next episode, for sure. I don't know when I'm going to get time to do that, but I'll have some time. Yeah, for this next week, this whole next week, I'm going to only be able to get a video out maybe every 2 days. So that's fun. So that'll be fun. There will definitely be a video out Sunday, but it's not going to be a gaming video. We'll work with this. I'll work with this. What was that? It's good for now. Everything will be might be changed in the future. I don't know. I don't know. But it works for now. Crazy if you get the kick drum pedal and the cymbal isn't still filled in. Great. So let me get that while I explain my YouTube predicament right now. So I'll finish the cymbal, I guess. So. Alright. Just so we have just so we could say Duke is done. Which, he still needs his cylinders underneath the pedals. But I will do that. I'll just do that off camera. Sorry. I'm like the one guy who does not care. It's like when he goes to a job and he's just like, he just leaves a note. He's like, Deborah, I ate your piece of pie in the fridge. Sorry, pack. It's just like the one guy who like doesn't care. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. The actual cylinders underneath, just because really it's just me. It's just probably those orange cylinders placed sideways. So it's not going to be anything exciting. Next episode, we will for sure get the stage done. I might need to move Duke up. No. Duke's good where he is, probably. Beach Bear needs to be moved up just a little bit. I should have just put Fats on the stage and just called that one a day, but Beach Bear is gonna have to be moved up a lot. See, the thing is, I don't know where the body shells are gonna be, so I figure Fats was the best thing to build first, because oh, Markiplier streaming. That's pretty cool. I respect him. I haven't met him, but I respect him. So, anyway, yeah, next episode we'll get the stage done. This will be done. I think in next episode we start getting the Mac valves in. I don't know, what do you guys think? Or should we just wait till the whole stage is built, and then we do that? That might be a good second option. Because we're still going to have to put the airlines down through... Actually, no, we're not going to get to that next episode then. Okay. I don't know. See, yeah, next episode we should be able to get the airlines in the characters with the stage, so... with finishing the stage, so... we should be good. So, we're in good shape. Let's just put it like that. Even though we're very far behind of where I wanted to be by episode 20. Actually, no, we're about where I expected we'd be by episode 22. I said probably episode 20 to 25 we'd be building the center stage, and we could finish this before episode 25, right, guys? Shouldn't take us 2 more episodes, if. Yeah, 2. Definitely 2. 3 at the most. I say we'll be building body shells by episode 35. So if you guys think we could prove that wrong, hit that like button. That's over 10 episodes. So, well, 5 episodes for this. It should take us 3-4 episodes for Billy Bob Stage. 2-3 episodes for Rolf Stage. Do the math. At least that's... for 3 episodes for that. Billy Bob Stage. Okay. So we should have finished building these stages by episode 30. If my math is correct, of course. Okay, there's one problem with that. It's wool. So I'm just gonna replace the wool with concrete. See, I don't like using what will be used for fur for the characters on anything else. Except for the, like, stage ground. Just because it's supposed to have, like, that kind of texture-ish. Alright. So yeah, we should be done by everything by episode 30 at the least. At the most, episode 32. And then we could start detailing the stage. So with that, that's going to do it for this episode of updating the Rockfire. Oh, I forgot the drum head. Now, we're going to save the drum head for last, because... or one of the last things, because... or, that's going to be the first thing we do next episode, at least. Part of the, Alright, so next episode I will get the, we'll get, this drum head built, the details on it done. We'll get the, that might be a little too big crazy. It's probably fine. For now, at least. No, it was good. It was good. Oh, whatever. He'll find out eventually. That's probably good, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna let... Alright, that's probably gonna do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll get done with this, and then we'll start marking out the official lines of where the stage, how big the stage is gonna be. So, let's just show off everything we built this episode, because we're cool like that. And you really see how this is coming together so far. The thing on top of the hi-hat is a little big, but we'll shrink that down just a hair. You really see how this is coming together. I say we should be spending maybe a few more episodes. Just like 2-3 episodes on this stage yet. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. In the next episode, like I said, we'll get Duke's drumhead in and start marking out where the stage, where the the actual edges of the stage. Crazy, actually go on my other side, because that's... you're good, actually, right there. If I angle up... Yeah, right there's good. Right there's good. Alright, so you can really see everything is really starting to look like an actual Rockfire stage from this side of Fats. On the other side, well, we'll get there. But that's going to do it for this episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. And if you guys want to help the channel make it out there on YouTube and really support it, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 400 subscribers. So, whether we hit it by the end of this year will be up to you guys. And if this is somehow the first video you guys, or this is, not somehow, but if this is the first episode of this you guys have seen by me, there's a whole playlist with everything we've done prior to this. So don't be afraid to check that out at some point. It's like one of the first playlists I made. If you just search it up, like Building the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft, it's that simple. Or just building in general, and it should pop up. But anyway, if you guys do not want to miss a future upload of this or any other series I do, whether it be reacting videos, whether it be survival Minecraft, or whether it be Car Mechanics Simulator, I think those are my big three right now I'm doing, or this, and you guys don't want to miss a future episode, hit that notification bell. But it only works if you hit that subscribe button. That's going to be it for me, so I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you again, Crazy, for joining us for this episode, and I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye-bye! Crazy, you better not... Ah!